Stop using VLOOKUP for data analysis. Use XLOOKUP instead. Once you learn how to use XLOOKUP, you will never go back to VLOOKUP. So let me show you how to do it in 60 seconds.
So XLOOKUP does the exact same thing as VLOOKUP, but it's easier to use because there are fewer inputs or arguments. So I'm going to use the same example that I used in my VLOOKUP tutorial. All I want to do here is essentially match the product ID from the product table with the product ID from the order table. And using this shared column, I can bring over the matching product name from the product table to the orders table. And this way, I don't have to look up that data from the product table. I'll start by typing equals XLOOKUP open parentheses. And like I said, there are only 3 arguments. The arguments in brackets are optional, and we're not going to worry about them today. So the lookup value is the same in XLOOKUP as it is in VLOOKUP. It's what you want to look up. I want to look up the product ID, so I'm going to select that cell and add a comma to move on to the next argument. Next is the lookup array. This is the column where you want XLOOKUP to look for your matching value to your lookup value. Since my lookup value is product ID, I want XLOOKUP to look in the product ID column in the products table. So I'll just select that entire column. You don't have to select the entire column here. You could instead just select as far down as your data goes, but by selecting the entire column, you ensure that if more data is added to this column, XLOOKUP will be able to find it. Okay, add a comma and move on to the final argument, which is the return array. This is the column where you want XLOOKUP to look for the value that you want to return. I want to return the product name, so I'll select that entire column. Now just close your parentheses and hit enter, and we get the matching value for the product name. I'll just go ahead and drag the bottom right corner of this cell all the way down, and that fills out my entire column. So as you can see, XLOOKUP is easier, quicker, and more intuitive than VLOOKUP. So I almost always choose XLOOKUP over VLOOKUP. If you're running an older version of Excel or you're using a spreadsheet tool that doesn't have XLOOKUP, you might be stuck with VLOOKUP. So it can still be helpful to know how to use both.